I think they are using these vloggers to make YouTube videos and then end up benefiting the bosses. These maids cannot say anything against their bosses. I'm not included in those vloggers who were paid by their bosses. That's what I can say. I myself, I got an interest of starting a YouTube. By the time I saw some housemaids, they were talking like what they were facing inside. You understand? What they were facing inside those houses, and yet they are still inside the houses. Like I might come out and say, these people are giving me little food, I'm not getting satisfied, yet I work. You understand? So, yet I'm still in the house. And they were like, maybe during, um, like they eat too much. Every time you find the sink full of like dirty plates and dirty cups. Every time they don't have time to rest, as in their mouth they can't rest. Mm? So there are some things that we should bring on internet, and there are some, okay, there are some strong points. Or if you need like maybe help, uh you should at least come out on social media and say this and that. But there are some weak information, or weak, how should I say, they are not strong enough to come out and expose those people. Like if they eat, it is their culture for them to eat every time, every day, because they know you are there for them to clean them. You are there, they have a right to eat, and you have to clean because you were taken there to clean them. So they can use all the utensils they want at any time they want. You understand? So that was not necessary for you to say that maybe they eat too much at every time I'm in the sink, trying to clean the utensils, they don't rest. Like during Ramadan, we do a lot of cooking. Okay, fine. It's their culture. During Ramadan, they know they have to cook, eat. You understand? And you are there to help them. So, I decided also to talk about my side. Uh, at times, I was like, so if these people are bringing negative only, should we say that all of us, we are facing challenges, and we are in the same houses, that people are being treated like that? So I decided to say my side. You people, I was not paid. I'm not among these people this person has mentioned. Me, I started my YouTube channel. Even if you go back and see my first videos, mm, it's when I came out, and I, I was like, oh, let me also share my side. This side, it is not the same like those ones. So I started sharing my side. If some people were not given food, for my case, I was cooking for my side. I mean, for my side, I was cooking for myself. You understand? So I decided to say, yes, they give us food and we cook for ourselves. That's why at times I have ever made a video cooking for myself, eating. At times you could see me like seated on the table, and people were like, oh, those people are good because you can sit even on their table. It was not their table, but it was a housemaid's table side. Like it was, yeah, they bought it for the housemaids. And if at all you can see it, it was very, very nice. So it's not like they were angels. I was not an angel in their house. But at least I decided to take a positive side, to see things positively, even if they were not angels. Even if I could see a negative thing, even if I could see something not right in their house. But for my case, I decided to talk at least good about them. It's not like if I was not treated bad, if I was not denied to eat what I want in that house, if I had like freedom, like I knew what I was supposed to do. If I wake up, I know I'm supposed to clean here, there, eat breakfast, take some break, and like I get some, I go and rest a bit, then I come back to the kitchen at this time. So it was my freedom because I knew what I wanted. But it's not like I was treated like others. Why should I come out and fake information that I did not see? And I come and then you start judging me that I was paid. And if by the way, let me tell you, I started this YouTube channel. They didn't know that I had a YouTube channel. They came to realize it later that I had YouTube channel. But I did not inform anyone that I have a YouTube channel. Though they could help me to take some videos. They could even, I could request to them, let me take a video with you, maybe let me do this and that. They at times could hold my phone and make a video when I'm doing something. So they knew I had a platform where I could post those videos, but they did not know where exactly. I was asked by one person, where do you take those videos? I told her that every platform I do post. Let it be, it's what I said. I mentioned Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, uh, everywhere. So it's what I said. So it was her job to check and get where. And by the way, she followed me until she got to know that I had a YouTube channel. You understand? But maybe if I can say, if they were paid by, maybe, let me say, if they were paid somehow, somewhere, because of the videos I did, and they did not tell me. You understand? Because I might be there, they track me, they get to know that this person is vlogging from here or there. And then they get to know the owner of the house, and they are like, oh, maybe you're treating good your housemaids, or maybe really we have seen videos that are talking good about this, this and that, and they pay him. But when I'm not aware of that. But let me tell you, I was not paid anything to talk good about Saudi Arabia. And I have also a video when someone said I was a hypocrite. Things might be there. You understand? There are so many things we do see in those houses. But it's not every time that you keep your eyes on negative things. Fine, we've seen our sisters and brothers are really suffering or are really getting problems in those countries. And as you can see in this picture, many are trying to get passports. Many are trying to because they want to travel and go and work. Even if we see things are happening, even if we see things are worsening, but we have never failed to go to the passport centers to get those passports, and we travel. So if you see things that are worsening in those countries, why do we keep getting passports? Why do we keep traveling to their countries? Why don't we stay in our countries? It's just a matter of changing your mindset. Focus on positive things. From the beginning, from the time you start saying that I want to go and get a passport, you understand? Just change your mind. Start praying to God and say, me, I want to find my house totally different from what others are facing. Or let us kneel on our knees and pray for our countries or pray for our fellow sisters so that God can change things. Yes, God is the creator of heaven and earth, is a creator of people. If we at all we can focus and say, let us kneel and pray for these countries that are making our fellow sisters and brothers suffer, God can change them. And if you have God, if you know how to pray, you can also go to a house that is really worse and you can change those people. A prayer can change anything. You understand? So we should leave that mentality of saying that I was paid and I'm not among the. Maybe if there are some people that you know that they were really paid to say good things about those people. Because I used to see things in the house. If at all, let me tell you something. I've ever been in a house whereby they were feeding me leftovers. But I have never mentioned this thing in my videos, in any of my videos. And yet I was in the house working. But they eat with their hands on the same plate, and after they correct those food that they have left on the plate, they keep it for you. One time I went to the fridge to get those leftovers to eat because I was very hungry. I found the food was not smelling good and I was very hungry. So I had to leave the food. That day I did not eat. But I have never been here and saying, you people, they are feeding me on leftovers, what? No, that was not the issue here. At least I wanted to focus on something that can make some people think, not even think, but see that there are some positive people. If the other house was eating leftovers, but this house I'm doing what? I'm cooking for myself. And I did not mention that because by the time I was feeding on leftovers, because they helped me. You understand? It was something that was not going to kill me, but I had to eat because they are leftovers and they are not going to do anything unless by the time I found that it was going bad, so I couldn't eat it. But if they have finished and it is still fresh, I could sit and eat because I knew that is their culture. Because I knew that for them, they think housemaids, they do feed on leftovers. But let me tell you this. I don't think I'm going to answer this question again. I decided to talk negative about these people according to how I saw people are different. This was my second house, actually. But the first house, if at all I can make videos about the first house, I can talk only negative things. But once I changed the house and I saw things are different, I had to be positive. And I had to change my mindset. I left those groups that were misleading me and I had to focus. So it's not about that we are paid. I was not paid and they did not know from the beginning that I had a YouTube channel. Please get me well. And let me tell you another thing. It's not only these countries, these Arab countries, that people are getting problems into. Even if you go to other countries, even within our countries, even within our African countries, let it be Asia, where those other housemates are coming from, problems are there. It's only that we are not exposing them out to other people, but problems are everywhere. Just change your mindset, get to know how to solve things. Once I landed into another house, I found some two housemates who had worked for some good years. And I decided to sit myself and think harder. You understand? And I had to also ask myself, if these people have worked for all these years, why can't I also settle in this house and I work? The house was good. They could say it is good. And where it was not good, they could say this is like this and that, but you should just keep quiet and look at it. Just leave it the way it is. That's how it is. You understand? So we could not focus on one thing, that may be this or that. So if you can be there, fine. We have seen a lot of bad things on social media and people are really not okay. But at least you look at all of these people who are looking for passports. They are looking for passports to go where? Of course, to travel and go and look for jobs, maybe. You understand? So if we are so many like this, and if we keep like letting people see negative, do you think we will travel, or we will go and change our lives from other places? No, we will keep sitting and like, after all, some people are suffering. But let me tell you, people are different. You might face it here, but when you go to another house, you might find it is good and you did not even expect it. So you people, when you land on my videos, at least appreciate me. I had a good house. I will not come out to say the bad things. And if I saw the bad things in that house, they cannot exceed 20%. Maybe they are 20%, but 80% were okay. You understand? So I cannot focus on the 20% and leave the 80%, because they could pay me, I could eat, sleep, and I could work not on pressure. So because I knew what I wanted, I knew what I was supposed to do, why would I wait for them to put me on pressure to do this and that? Yet I'm old enough to know that I came to work. You understand? So let us always not to pressurize ourselves because of small issues in the houses. There are some things we can solve ourselves as we housemaids, without alarming to those people, maybe to the offices, to the outsiders, but you can solve it within the house without letting the world know. Unless if it is too big for you. If it is too big for you, then let the world know. You understand?